There we go. Hey friends, how's everybody doing today? I have my assistant here giving me cliff notes on the side. We will start in just a moment. We're going to give everybody some time to join us. Thank you for being here today. You have a headache? So just to give you guys some info into our wife at home, we found out that Reagan has an ear infection this morning. We had to go through a drive-through doctor's office, which was, to be honest, kind of cool. Kind of think they should do that all the time because it was way fast. But she has an ear infection and on medication now. So hopefully she'll start feeling better, right? She's really excited that I told you guys. Well, anyway, we will go ahead and get started. Welcome. Thank you for being here. It's good to see all my friends, my parents, and our junior scientists out there. I am joined today by my wonderful assistants and my personal junior scientist. And what's your name again? Shaylee. And apparently she's upset. Reagan. And so you guys say hi. Say hi, everybody. Very, very good. All right, we are going to have a lot of fun today. The lesson plan that we are going to do today is ice cube fishing. And I do want to remind everybody that when you are, don't forget to please comment. Let us know what you think the girls should have as their science names. Shaylee and Reagan, and it should be something that begins with an S or an R. And tomorrow morning, the girls are going to choose which one is their favorite, and we will introduce them tomorrow live on Facebook at 2 p.m.
I know one.
What?
Radio.
Radio, Reagan? That could be science if you look at it. That was a scientific discovery. That was
popcorn in my tooth.
You have popcorn in your tooth. Hey guys, live is awesome. So anyway, thank you again. And again, our lesson plan for today, our activity is ice cube fishing, which I have to tell you is one of my absolute favorites. When we're done, and if you are doing this along with us at home, a lot of times when we do this in class, we have kids all the time at the end go, whoa, because it is so cool. This is on my top 5 list. Anyway, the materials that you're going to need today are pretty simple, pretty easy. Not a lot, but it's super fun. So first you are going to need some sort of cup. I've got a plastic cup here. Any cup will work. I use this so that hopefully you can see what is going on. You're also going to need ice, and I do have ice in a cooler right next to us, hence the name Ice Cube Fishing. You're going to need some string, and I have several different colors just so that you can hopefully see this. You want it to be at least as tall as the cup. You don't want to have a super, super short piece of string.
As tall.
Yeah, as tall. That's right. As tall as, at least as tall as the cup. So we have got several different pieces, and depending on the number of kids or number of people that are participating in the science experiment, you want to have probably at least 3 pieces of string per person. That is really important. The more the better, but so you want probably at least 3, 4, somewhere around that number. And then you are going to need some salt. And I have salt in a little container. Makes it easy to move around. Mine has a lid on it so that I can move it around for the kids and things like that. But plain old salt will work. And we will explain what's going on. While you are gathering your materials, we are going to show you guys something over here. Can you get off? Because you're going to want to play with this a little bit.
I already did.
Or you can play with it again. So what does this look like to you?
Steam.
It does kind of look like steam.
Because
Hopefully you guys can see it.
Is
I
that
wonder,
like something that makes it hot?
a lot of friends when I go think it's hot. Does it feel hot?
No.
It does not feel hot. Is it cold?
Yeah.
It is. So what else does it look like? It's not steam because it's not hot. So what else do you think it looks like?
Oh, I forgot. It's
For evaporation.
It's in the fog.
Yes, it is just like fog. And fog is do you guys know what fog is? Fog is also it's just, that's the allergy. Fog is a cloud. So have you guys at home ever touched a cloud before? Obviously, the answer is yes, because if you've been...
I feel like it was like cotton candy.
It feels a little bit less than cotton candy. It's not as, it's basically just water vapor. And the way that we make vapor, honey, vapor. Vapor. And the way we make it is we have a machine that creates a sonic vibration, and that vibration shakes apart the water molecules and splits them up, and you have water vapor that is produced. So it looks just like, don't stick your hands all the way down in that water because this is plugged in. You do not want to ever touch the water that is plugged into a wall because you don't want to get electrocuted. It is safe to touch the cloud, but you shouldn't put your hands all the way down in the water. Look, here's what's fun. You go, and you make the cloud go up in the air. Hopefully you guys at home can see that. It's hard for me to tell because I'm standing a little far back, whether you guys can see the cloud at home. But this one is really fun to play with as well. Not to mention, when you're talking about clouds, it has a little bit to do with water. I mean, not water. It has to do with a little bit about weather. And the lesson plan today, ice cube fishing has...
We have ice cubes in the pool.
Yeah, we already said that.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. So it has to do with weather as well and changing conditions. All right, good job. Y'all can play with that a little bit later if you want. I'll keep it on down here so you can see what's going on. But we don't want it to spill, so we're putting that on the floor. Okay, on to ice cube fishing. We're going to start this process and do the beginning part. Then it has to sit for a few minutes. So while it's sitting, we will explain the science of what is going on. And then we will finish the experiment. And this again,
Starbucks.
It's okay. She likes Starbucks, we know. So do a lot of people at home. Okay. So the first thing you're going to need to do is take your cups and put them down. And then you are going to need a little bit of ice. So here's the cooler. Do you want to get some ice and put it in the cup? You can either use the cup or, we're at home. Just a little bit right now. Just a little bit. That's everything. Just a little bit to start. I said a little bit to start. Okay. So there's two ways that you can do this. A lot of times in a classroom, because I don't have but so much time, you'll have a lot more in a minute, is she's eating the ice. Don't you guys love being at home all day long? Love it. It's so fun. At the schools, we kind of put it in a cup, add our string, and then shake it a little bit. But at home, it might be easier if you do this in 2 steps or 3 steps because you want the string to surround you want the ice to surround the string. And so it's the string touching the ice in as many places as possible. So now, hold on, take about 3 each, 3 pieces each. Yes, it'll work better with 3. I said at the beginning, weren't you paying attention? Yes, I did. I said at least 3. All right, so at least...
Why is the black one longer?
Just because they're all cut different sizes. And now what you're going to want to do is you are going to want to put the string in the cup, but no, that's okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then you're going to want to put it like this. Here, I have my own cup. You kind of want to lay it on top of the ice and over the edge of the cup. So it's... Don't tell people yet. What are you doing? All right, so you want it to be over this edge, all 3, honey. You want to take all 3 pieces. Take all 3, put them in the cup, just like I did. No, that cup, your cup with the ice. And then put them in the ice. Yep, that's good. And now we are going to fill the rest. Hold on, don't put it all the way down. You want it hanging over the edge, like Shaylee has. There you go. Now we're going to take a little bit more ice. This time, maybe use your hand, put it on top. Yes. Just be careful because this one is glass. All right, that's good. Ooh, good one. That's probably good. Don't fall. That would not be good. Okay, so now the next part is to take your salt. Hold on, honey, don't move that part yet. If you decide to let your children shake it at home, a lot of times, no, don't, because it'll mess it up. I said it, don't. If your kids shake it, be careful, because what happens a lot of times is they will shake it so much that the string ends up on top of the ice and it won't work as well. So the next part you're going to take is you're going to take your salt.
And you're going to take a pinch.
Yeah, well, you don't have to take a pinch. You can be very, very generous with the salt. And you want to put some in there. You can use a pinch, but a lot of pinches, and do it all over, because we do not want to be super stingy with the salt. This is one thing that stingy means, like really, yes, and just use a tiny bit.
You don't know that. I even know that.
Keep sprinkling more, Ray Ray. Honey, Shayla, you're being worse than the kindergartner is, or the first grader.
I'm not a kindergartner.
I know, sorry, first grader.
Second grader.
Second grader, whatever. First grader. I don't know, I already forgot. All right, good. All right, that's probably good. Reagan, you can do one more big one.
Ouch.
Sorry, I hit the boo-boo from yesterday. Okay, there we go. That's probably good.
It has salt right there.
Oh, yeah, salt will burn on a boo-boo. Okay, we will move this over. And now you're going to want to leave it for just a few minutes. And you can go wash your hands if you need to. She'll be right back. So what is happening is we're changing the conditions in the cup. Shay, do you know what temperature ice freezes? Do you know what temperature ice or water will freeze into ice? Oh my goodness, what are they teaching you guys at school? So you guys need high tech to start coming to your classrooms. Shay, over here. What water will turn into ice at 32 degrees. Can you guys say that? 32 degrees. Water will change into ice. Now, what happens is when you add salt has the ability to lower, salt has the ability to lower the freezing temperature to 28 degrees. To right around 28 degrees. So say 28 degrees. Say
28 degrees.
28 degrees. So at 28 degrees, which is colder than 32 degrees, the ice begins to melt once the salt is added. Then the air temperature around and inside the cup begins to cool because of evaporation. It begins to cool down. Hold on, we're gonna let it sit for a little bit, and eventually everything inside will reach about 28 degrees. Once it hits 28 degrees, what do you think happens?
It melts.
It does something else. So it does melt at first. So the temperature in the cup makes the freezing point come down to 28 degrees. So the ice is 32 degrees and it starts to melt until everything turns to 28 degrees. And then what do you think happens?
It comes back.
Yes, it will refreeze. Okay, it will refreeze on there. And hopefully, hold on though, it doesn't look, we're gonna wait just another minute or so. Because sometimes this works after it what? I know, salt is strong. All right, so then what you're gonna do, and I need you guys to listen to me really carefully at home, you are going to take your string, and look, I'm gonna state this. Sometimes in science, experiments don't always work the first time, or sometimes they have to be done over and over and over and over and over again so that you will get the correct result that you're looking for, or in order to get enough of a sample size that you can tell what the correct thing or what the true answer is. It's okay. So what you're going to do is you're slowly going to pull the string up, and we're going to see what happens. Oh, look at that. Can you move very slow and close? What happened? What happened? It's still, yeah, that's funny. You got some too, though. But look, it freezes onto the string, and you have basically like an ice cube fishing pole. We changed the conditions in the cup. We changed the parameters and we were able to make something happen that normally wouldn't occur. And we're having a mess. So I hope you guys had fun. This is one of my favorite ones because, like I said, when you're doing this in a school, a lot of times you get, whoa, or look at that.
That's so cool.
That's right, you hear that a lot. So
Wow, how do you make this?
that's right, we get that too. So thank you for being with us today. I want you to join us again tomorrow at 2 p.m. We are going to make homemade ice cream. So I would love for you to join us tomorrow, but we are going to do it without an ice cream maker. So it'd be really cool if you come and join us. We appreciate it. Remember, send in your ideas for their science names. Tomorrow we will introduce them. And join us.
Just so you know, Shaylee's name is spelled Shaylee. Because some people are spelling it wrong.
It's okay. It doesn't matter. It's easy.
Sunshine Shaylee in radio.
Radio Reagan, is that on there?
It's
Okay, hold on, guys. I think we'll go ahead and see if there's
what
any.
What does that one say?
What's some of these names?
Radiant Reagan.
Radiant Reagan. That's not
Radiant
bad.
Reagan and Sunshine Shaylee.
You can read some of the others if you see any.
Reptile Reagan
Oh, that
and
one's pretty good too.
Salamander Shaylee.
That one's.
Betty's watching me.
Okay. Thanks for telling everybody. Grandma, Bubby, Betty, right?
Neat explanation. What's high tech?
Somebody stop it. Let us say goodbye.
Bye.